Alrighty, welcome back to Serial Dater. This is the third installment. It's been a really long time since my last one, and I'm sure you guys were all waited on bated breath and hook, figuring, oh my god, where'd she go? Did she get all hitched up? I did not. I took some time off. Super busy, kids' football schedules and wrestling and all that other bull crap that's going on. Clearly it's no longer summertime because I'm not nearly as tan or fit as I was in the summer, but guess what? I'm real freaking busy. I know last time I ended saying that I was going to discuss the dynamic between the infamous Travis and I. I have decided against that. That will come eventually, but I think now is more of a, it's now 2019. So some people are starting off the year and they're like, oh my God, I wish I had somebody. And it was like a weird New Year's Day kind of situation where you have nobody to kiss at the ball drop, which I still think there's something phallic involved in that. It's very strange, but I digress. Some updates before I go into the next story. I don't even know. I really have no idea where to begin. Other than we're going to go with what cereal we're using. So Post has come up with this like line of cereals that are based off of our favorite snack foods. So there's Nutter Butter and Chips Ahoy Cookie and Vanilla Wafers. And apparently one of my kids' total favorites, the little powdered donuts. So they're actually quite good, and their texture on them is a little different than your average cereal or donut. They're like a cereal. I don't know. I was gonna say like Sear-Nut, but I feel like that's just 50 Shades of bad, like all sorts of bad. So pour that in. That's aggressive pour, and then of course my vessel because I don't want you judging me. Especially after the new year. Okay. So here we go. Today's installment is going to be about social media and dating apps. This may be like a several installment kind of situation. I won't even start with the first situation with dating apps because it's far too soon. I will say I'll go with like one of my dates that I found on a dating app, which PS, I got on this dating app specifically for this purpose. So just fair warning, that was for this purpose, for like the serial dater. And then I took a time out from it because I was being far too kind to one of my exes. Okay, let's discuss. So I went on a certain dating app, definitely not Tinder because I'm not about that life. I went on Bumble per two people that I work with. We were at one of my favorite bars and drinking a couple Mich Ultras. And the lighting is very weird in here. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a shadow. So two of my good friends that I work with grabbed my phone and signed me up for a Bumble, and they both had their opinions on what my bio should be, which was both astronomically different. One was peacocking and saying, I'm not interested, and the other one was like, oh, I want anything that's ginormous. People-wise, get your mind out of the gutter. Ugh. Anyway. So some swiping happened and then they would grab my phone and swipe one direction and the other direction. And I didn't know what was going on. I laughed because quite frankly, it's freaking hilarious. So I matched with this one person, which I have to tell you, teeth are a thing for me. Like, number one, you have to have all of them. Like if you're missing a front tooth, nothing against you. You may have a heroic tale about this wolf climbing from the Siberian Peninsula and knocking your tooth out as you saved a large family. Cool. Awesome for you. However, it's teeth. Take care of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your public service announcement. Take care of your teeth. So when I'm swiping or I'm looking at these matches that my friends made for me, I'm seeing like pictures of teeth and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. So I see this one guy and he's got fantastic teeth, like sparkling white smile. He's got a job, which I know, like, oh my God, Gail, your standards. And I'm like, no, they're really not that bad. I mean, asking for a job nowadays is harder than it looks. Oh, we chit chat a little bit through Bumble, which is fine. He's like, let's go out on a date. I'm like, I don't know. And then for this purpose, I'm like, you know what? Okay, we will meet. Now, luckily, he lives up in the Sandusky area. So he has no idea anything other than the fact that I live in the county that I live in. He has no knowledge of like where directly I live. I have all the location settings set off my phone, so you can't really tell. So I'm like, let's meet. And of course, I have my gun. So we meet like in the Clevelandish area, but not like fancy Cleveland, more like a suburb. And he's like, let's go to a movie. And I'm like, not like really the best idea for a first date because you can't really do any talking, but sure, why not? So he wants to go see, because we discussed how I love Deadpool because the sarcastic humor on it is completely fantastic. So we discussed going to Deadpool. And he's like, well, let's go to dinner first. There's a bunch of restaurants around there. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me know where to meet you. Not a problem. So I go meet him at Steak and Shake. Let that resonate. Steak and Shake. So we go to Steak and Shake. We have okay conversation, but I can't quit looking at his teeth. So in this conversation that we're having at the Steak and Shake, I find out that yes, he is employed, but his roommate that he has is his father. Nothing says I'm going to take a bitch home and be like, hey, Dad, don't wait up. Nope. Then, apparently, he had gotten this giant inheritance from his mother, who unfortunately passed away, God rest her soul, and blew it all on bullshit. Like, giant inheritance, and just blew it. So now, he's working, he said he worked in concrete, which is technically true, but he's a receptionist, which again, no issue, but don't freaking lie to me from the front and be like, yeah, I'm a foreman in a concrete company and blah, blah, blah. Prepare me. Because I'm all right with you wiping asses. I wiped asses for a solid decade. Well, maybe not a solid decade, but a hearty amount of time when my kids were like little. Like, be honest, be forthright. I sell alcohol. Some people are like, no. But guess what? I am proud of my job. I love where I work. And I hope that I retire from there at least 3 days after I die. So I don't really know why you would hide where you're working or what your status in the company is. Just be honest. So already I'm like, okay, 2 dishonesty strikes, hard no. But I can't stop staring at his teeth. And I'm like, I mean, they're so white. God, I wonder how he gets his teeth so white. And then I start looking closer and I'm like, maybe they're just veneers. Veneers are great. There's nothing wrong with veneers. They're nice and straight and you still got to take care of them like normal teeth and blah, 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 blah. Then it comes out in cash combo. Home Slice, who is 2 years younger than me because, you know, God forbid anybody in my age or a little older ever want to freaking date me, has a full set of dentures. Like, full on set of dentures. Like, I said that I like nice teeth. And by nice teeth, I mean permanently in your mouth and not in a glass on your bedstand at night. What on earth? How is this so complicated? I don't understand. So, you lie about how many teeth you have in your face, what your actual job is, and who you live with. This is all no. So, I'm trying to be polite because I know this sounds freaking shallow. I know it does, but I'm telling you, every red flag is popping up and there's like these 5-alarm fire happening in my brain. I'm like, holy mother of God. Now what? So, again, digress. So I'm like, okay, we still have this freaking movie to go to. All right, well, at least it's a movie. It'll be silent. Like, you can just shh. Well, normally I would have bailed, but he already got the tickets. All right, cool. Let's go. It's right across the parking lot. I drive separate. He parks like real close. I park like real far away. I'm like, okay, that way he's not gonna. It's my dog. That way he's going. Oh, my poor guy. That way he's not gonna like want to walk me into my car at the end of the movie, right? I'm a freaking genius. So we go into the movie, go straight to the theater. We get our seats, which at first he wanted to sit like right up close. What kind of communist does that? Nobody wants to sit that close. I'm like, God, does he have like a cochlear implant he hasn't told me about? Or like, what's going on? Like, what had happened? What had happened? So we sit like in the medium spot because I'm willing to compromise because I'm a nice freaking person. So we sit in the nice medium spot and the movie starts. Freaking great movie, by the way. Deadpool 2 on freaking point. So funny. And he decides he's going to talk through the entire movie. Like full on. Hey, did you see this? Hey, oh my God, that was so funny. Hey, I saw this movie that this extra was in and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm going to murder your entire face. I'm going to take your teeth from your mouth and chuck you in the forehead with them and hope to God that you're knocked unconscious. So when I run away slowly, because let's be real, I'm not running all that fast, you can't catch up with me. What is going on in my life right now? So this is my experience with the Bumbles. False teeth, false job, false place of living. 2 thumbs down. This is this is 38. 38. Now 38 and a half. Still single. Still going on stupid dates. And mostly I'm just doing them to write my book and do this thing. So I'm not really sure what avenue I'm going to go next. I might have the cereal again, though, because it's freaking dope. Probably not Travis, because there's way too many spokes in that wheel. Probably not of my, like, actual relationships. It's more like the dates. The dates are the funnier ones, because the other ones just get too complicated and depressing, and then you end up eating fish food Ben and Jerry's in your bed while watching Game of Thrones by yourself at night with a side of nachos on your bedstand. Oddly specific, right? Don't forget the wine. So I'm going to continue on my serial dating spree, and hopefully I get around to getting on. There's no way I was going to eat that big of a bite. Getting around to making more of these serial dater videos, and keep an eye out for some writings that are currently going on called Gale's Tales. Because I certainly have a way with words, especially in writing. I should just start publishing all the text messages that go through with my phone. Like, why won't you date me? 'Cause you're 23. Well, that makes you a see you next Tuesday. Well, you'll see me never 'cause I'm real freaking busy. Maybe I'll address that next time. Like Facebook hit up protocol etiquette. Shouldn't there be like a merger in those words? Protokit, etiquette, whatever. So maybe that's what I'll address next time is the random hit ups on Facebook or DMing or getting in your inbox. That's not even an actual euphemism. They're like literally getting in your inbox and being like, hey, you're pretty. And you're like, okay. I have 95 filters on me right now. And I don't actually have bunny ears. So not really sure who you're talking to. Anyway, so this is the Serial Dater signing off for the night. Hopefully I'll be back sooner rather than later. And I'm sure you're all super devastated about the time out that I took on it because clearly you're all waiting on bated breath and hook about my freaking dating life. So, all right, make choices or don't get caught. Off like a prom dress.